The Great Barrier Reef is a living treasure, supporting the greatest concentration of life found anywhere on the planet. Located in the Coral Sea off the coast of Queensland, Australia, it's the richest, most complex natural ecosystem on Earth. Stretching 2,300 kilometers, the Great Barrier Reef is composed of over 2,900 individual reefs and hundreds of islands, each with their own unique biology. These magnificent islands and their surrounding waters support thousands of wildlife species. Wild, magical, and full of life. Come with us on a fascinating journey as we explore the wonder and charm that is the Great Barrier Reef, a living treasure. From tiny sand spits out in the open ocean to the largest island of them all, Hinchinbrook, the Great Barrier Reef is home to 900 remarkable islands. Right across the Coral Sea, these islands and their associated reefs sustain an abundance of wildlife, above and below the water. And it's an ecosystem teeming with life. From Lizard Island in the north to Lady Elliot in the south, to wildlife sanctuaries such as Rain and Magnetic Island, the Great Barrier Reef is home to a variety of pristine islands, each with their own unique character and ecology, making it one of the natural wonders of the world. Gliding effortlessly across the surface, this majestic creature is one of the Great Barrier Reef's most graceful residents. She's the giant manta ray. And it's Lady Elliot Island, here on the southern end of the Great Barrier Reef, she calls home for a few months every year. And she's not alone. With its tranquil, nutrient-rich waters, Lady Elliot is a mecca for visiting manta rays. She's one of the largest of all rays, and one of the largest fish on the Great Barrier Reef, growing up to 7 meters from one wingtip to the other. Despite her large size, she feeds on some of the smallest creatures in the ocean. This female skims the surface, feeding on plankton. Called ram feeding, she swims against the current with an open mouth. Using a sophisticated filtering system, she then sieves the plankton from the water. Like so many remarkable creatures living on the reef, mantas are also very resourceful. And they've learned how to use coral outcrops called cleaning stations to groom themselves. Hovering above a coral patch, this manta invites the small fish to come on board and waits patiently as the eager fish go to work removing parasites from her body. And for several minutes, she's cleaned and pampered. It's all part of the ingenuity of nature at work, here on the islands of the Great Barrier Reef. While the Great Barrier Reef is well known for its rich marine ecosystem, there's also a very special island where koalas live and flourish. Located 7 kilometers off the coast, Magnetic Island is the unlikely home for one of the largest koala populations in Australia. In contrast to so many koala populations in decline, this island colony thrives. Magnetic Island is known for its dry, rugged landscape, which features large granite boulders, hoop pines, sandy beaches, and fringing coral reefs. And it's a haven for native wildlife. Cut off from the mainland, the koalas are free from predators and disease. No one knows exactly how many koalas there are on the island, with estimates ranging from 800 to over 1,000. Most of the koalas reside in the higher ridges, where the eucalyptus is more dense. Nestled high in the trees, this female has the best seat in the house, with sweeping views of the magnificent Great Barrier Reef. It's an ideal setting and the perfect backdrop for a healthy, resilient koala population. During the morning, she enjoys being perched high in the branches and swinging in the tropical breeze. Later in the day, when the wind gets stronger, she moves further down the trunk, where the movement is less frequent. Her strong arms, powerful legs, and sharp claws are ideally suited for climbing. Like all koalas, she's a voracious eater, surviving almost entirely on eucalyptus leaves, devouring up to 1 kilogram in a single day. She's also a very fussy eater, only selecting the most nutritious and tastiest leaves. And when she's not satisfied, it's time to move to another tree. Defying their almost sloth-like reputation, she shows remarkable agility when moving between branches, jumping with amazing dexterity from one tree to the next. And all that eating can make a koala very tired. The eucalyptus leaves take a lot of energy to digest, and remarkably, she can sleep for up to 20 hours a day. If she's not sleeping or eating, one of her favorite pastimes is scratching. And when she's itchy, this can go on and on and on. The adorable koalas of Magnetic Island are just one of nature's many miracles here on the Great Barrier Reef. There is no shortage of strange and wonderful creatures that live around the islands of the Great Barrier Reef. This is the peacock mantis shrimp, arguably the most intriguing creature living on the reef. He makes his home in the crevasses of coral and rock on the ocean floor. He's a prolific digger and very adept at excavating sand to build a home. This burrowing effect also contributes to the oxygenation of sediments, which helps cleanse the sand. Incredibly, the peacock mantis shrimp has the most advanced eyesight of any creature on Earth. Located at the top of his head, the protruding eyes are the most complex in the animal kingdom. Containing millions of light-sensitive cells, he can see 10 times more color than a human. His eyes are also stalked, so he can move each eye independently, and he uses this impeccable sight to track down his prey. He's also a lethal killer, with an arsenal that defies belief. With a club-like appendage that folds beneath his body, he packs a punch the envy of the Great Barrier Reef. This crab's a favorite dish, and he's about to face the might of the most powerful punch in the animal kingdom. Creeping out of his burrow, the shrimp slowly moves in. The impact is as fast as a bullet, smashing the shell and killing the crab instantly. The crab is then taken into the burrow to be devoured. This feisty crab does well to survive the initial knock. Stunned, but still in the fight, the crab retaliates. The manta strikes a second, more powerful blow. And this time, it's game over. This helpless crab is hit so hard, his claw is snapped clean off. The life of a mantis shrimp isn't all cold-blooded killing. Sometimes, female company can be more appealing than housework. Locked in an embrace, this romantic couple mate outside of their burrow. The male releases sperm, which is held briefly by the female, and then released along with her eggs, where fertilization occurs. The eggs are carried in mass by the female, who will care for them until they hatch, summoning a new generation of mantis shrimp to grace the ocean floor of the Great Barrier Reef. Rain Island is home to a variety of seabirds, with this remarkable bird considered the most antagonistic of them all. Meet the frigate family. They call this tiny tear-shaped island their home, which they share with a variety of other bird families, such as the masked booby, While frigate and booby birds spend their youth the best of friends, by the time they learn to fly, it's a different story. What makes the frigate so unique is that unlike other ocean birds, they don't have waterproof feathers, so they can't get wet. In fact, they can never land on water. The frigate makes up for this shortcoming with exceptional flying skills. With her long wingspan, she can travel vast distances, soaring the trade winds sometimes for weeks at a time, without ever landing. When it comes to eating seafood, the fact she can't enter the water creates a moral dilemma, forcing her into some unscrupulous behavior. And she resorts to stealing food from other birds. With a mouthful of seafood, the booby sees her coming, with the frigate giving chase. No longer childhood friends. Up in the sky, they're now sworn enemies. The booby tries to outrun her nemesis. But the faster frigate soon grabs her by the tail. The defiant booby's not prepared to give up her meal just yet, and the frigate's not prepared to give up the chase. Finally, the intimidation pays off. The booby regurgitates the fish, and the frigate steals the bounty. It might be unsavory, but for these bullies of the skies, stealing food is a highly effective feeding technique. Always the opportunist, the frigate will even steal baby turtles from other birds. This tern thinks he's found the perfect meal, but the frigate has other ideas and gives chase. Despite a momentary juggle, the frigate soon has his prize. With their outrageous plundering tactics, is it any wonder they call these flying bandits the pirates of the Great Barrier Reef? all the fish that live on the Great Barrier Reef, the most venomous is this strange-looking creature, the stonefish. With 13 dorsal fin spines, the reef stonefish can inject a toxin so venomous it's capable of killing humans. Looking more like a rock or a lump of coral, the aptly named stonefish is the master of stealth, with an uncanny ability to blend in with the environment. They are found in shallow coastal waters and around island reefs. Like trench warfare, this stonefish uses his large pectoral fins to conceal himself in the sandy bottom. Partially buried, he's perfectly camouflaged. Apart from his lethal venom, stonefish are also known for their ruthless hunting technique. With the trap set and hidden from view, he lies in wait. This unsuspecting fish has no idea of the danger lurking below. He strikes with incredible speed. The fish never sees the attack coming, and it's all over in a flash. Not every attack goes exactly to plan, with this lucky fish making a miraculous escape. With shrewd tactics and lightning speed, he's one of the Great Barrier Reef's most deceptive hunters.